Hi there. This is going to be a reading tapping into the energy of this Pisces full moon. And, I know I'm a little delayed. The moon energy has been here for a bit, but, everything is done in divine timing. And I just got channeled the bulk of, my messages just a little while ago. I'm going to tell you guys a little story. I just did a very powerful Reiki session on myself and someone else. And, I went outside to take a little bit of a breather. And while I was outside, this cute, tiny little cardinal bird kind of, flip-flopped kind of around me. And I thought, oh, how unusual. For it to just come like right there where I was. And of course, I know it was a sign, something very symbolic. So I looked it up. And cardinal birds are spirit messengers. And they are a sign of renewal, hence rebirth, which is, kind of the message and, that energy I've been channeling, especially for this particular full moon. Good health, happy relationships, and protection. It also symbolizes the cardinal angels. There are 4 of them, right? The cardinal angels are Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel. So, these cardinal angels help to inspire and influence very large groups of people, such as cultures or nations. And they are really here to help guide, protect, and direct us, okay? Especially those of us that do spiritual work. So when I tell you, everything kind of happens in divine timing, that little cardinal visit was right on time, hunties. Okay, let me just go ahead and spray myself before I start channeling. It has been emotional for a lot of people this, past week. And I've felt emotional a little bit off and on. The moon was just in Aquarius the past couple of days, and I was, very detached. Last night I started to get a little bit emotional, but oddly today I woke up and I don't quite feel emotional at this moment at all. Matter of fact, all day today I didn't feel emotional enough to drop a tear. As an Aquarian Queen of Swords, I get into my little moods, but it's not that I feel super cold and detached. To be quite honest with you, I feel so connected. This Pisces full moon, a lot of people are calling it, the moon of completions, and it is. But for myself personally, I have been channeled the words full circle. And, the words full circle mean that, you end something and you start the bitch right back up again. I apologize. I forgot to give my disclaimer that I swear in all of my videos and readings. And if swearing does offend you, please click the fuck off now. Let's continue. So, basically full circle is where a lot of us are coming. Things that were stalled in the past couple of months, right? Where you felt like there was momentum gained in whether it's love or, something in your career, anything in your life. If something was stalled, now it's going to start moving along again, really is what it is. It's like unclogging a fucking drain. The past couple of, I don't know how long it's been, month, maybe 2 months, I was channeled that phrase, which is from a movie called, what the hell's the name of the movie? I can't remember what it is at this time. Give me a second. I'll try and remember it. But the phrase is called, the closer you look, the less you see. Oh, I know what it was from. It was from the movie Now You See Me, which is an amazing movie about magicians, right? And it's about the Eye of Horus. And, the Eye of Horus is very symbolic to the third eye. And that is really what a lot of people's final awakening is recently. For myself, my third eye has been open for quite some time, which is why I do psychic intuitive readings already. For the collectives, those people that are not as awakened, they're finding that their third eye is starting to open. And, really the saying is I have 2 eyes to look and 1 eye to see. So I'm going to say it again. The closer you look, the less you see. We are going to be really implementing using our third eye. And of course, this also goes for the masculines too. You guys know I channel for the twin flames, being a twin flame myself. So, the masculines right now are going through this final awakening stage. And what we have been waiting on is, the heart chakra has already been worked on and open. It's the third eye that kind of is the last missing piece here. And also them, remembering. But we don't necessarily need them to remember us to go, okay, I remember this past life and I can see it. Okay, I remember it logically. The thing about it is we want them to be able to see it with their third eye. And most importantly, right, there's a saying that says, I am meant to be felt, not seen. And it's about them remembering the feelings, not necessarily remembering the way you look, your voice, past lives. It's about them remembering the feelings of you and the connection. Now, it also is for yourself included. Now, this particular full moon's energy, just last night when I was channeling with one of my friends, Marlene, they kept showing me the roots of a tree. And, it is about grounding ourselves and becoming very connected. Because, even though the moon is in Pisces, the sun is in Virgo. And Virgo is all about, being very grounded, stable. It's about, being balanced. It's about being organized. Because if you guys know, a Virgo, they are very organized. It's also about connecting with nature. It's about the oneness, right? And in the Good Tarot deck, the Love card, number 6, is the card in the deck called Oneness. And I'm going to touch up on these cards in a little bit, but give me a second here, okay? So, the sun in Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign. Again, like I said, grounded, organized, connect with nature. I am that I am. You guys know I love to use that saying because it is what it's all about. Now, my final channeled message was the word oneness. And they literally showed me this card from the deck. Okay, so I knew I had to pull it out. I'm going to talk about how I got the rest of these cards out here now, but give me a second. Pisces energy is that of magic, right? And it's about spiritual awakening. Pisces is the oldest sign out of all 12 zodiac signs. It's the most evolved, I guess you could say, which is why a lot of Pisces, when they incarnate into this physical lifetime, they have a lot of karmic issues. They have a lot of shit is what it is. It's just because they're the oldest sign. So if you can imagine, a lot of Pisces have been through a lot of shit, okay? And part of their lessons in this life is to deal with all of their karma from past lives. Pisces is about being vulnerable, and it really is about going with the flow. It's about feeling. Now we have Pisces, which is water, and then we have Virgo, which is earth. To me, the balance that we have to find here is not just that of spirit world and earth, right? The 5D and the 3D coming together, which we have been experiencing actual physical symptoms the past few days of that occurring, right? 5D, 3D melding together, the final merge of us becoming one with our higher selves. But it is also about us, kind of bridging the gap there between head over heart thinking, right? Head over heart decisions, because, the heart can be seen as, emotional. So it's like water. And then thinking would be, kind of more like an air sign thing. But it also is about, earth. It's, Virgos, even though they're an earth sign, they're overthinkers and they have the highest level of anxiety of all 12 signs. So it really is about finding this perfect balance. And if you can imagine, because they're showing me right now, the Temperance card, right? You have 2 cups of 2 extremes. And what we're doing with temperance is we are trying to find the right balance. We're taking 2 extremes, mixing it together and coming up with something that is tempered, that is very balanced. So we are going to be not just thinking with our feelings and our feels and our heart, nor are we just fully going, logical and thinking strictly with, this makes sense to me because it's logical and I'm very grounded and I'm very balanced. It's about finding the perfect balance between the two, okay? Now, the roots of the tree here, it's really very, very, very important for us to remember where we came from. Because if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where the fuck you're going, right? If you guys have watched that movie Hitch with Will Smith, it's an amazing movie. And, that's what they say in the movie when they talk about, when they were on Ellis Island. And it's so important. If we don't remember who we really are from our past, if we don't remember all of those life lessons, how are we going to be able to implement that into who we are becoming and who we are now? And like I said, for a lot of the masculines, for them, they might be the ones that are just feeling it. They may not necessarily remember with images and such, although some may, especially if they're very, 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 spiritually awoken and psychic almost. I feel like the feminines have more so, had these memories flashed to them, and, everybody's going to be a little bit different. But, I just feel like that's kind of the 2 cups also in, the Temperance card, is one feels more and the other kind of is more analytical. And I feel like our roles throughout this time period have flip-flopped also, okay? We have definitely flip-flopped roles before. Tables have turned. You know, right now, the sun, Uranus, and Saturn are all forming a kite, right, astrologically. And you know, what do kites do? They fly in the sky. And there's this absolute beautiful quote, and I'm not quite sure who is the originator of it, but it says, and I quote, "What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" And it really is about us jumping into this Fool energy, right? The Fool is 0 in the tarot deck. The Fool is all about a reset button. It's starting from scratch. It's having this fresh, clean slate to be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's about releasing anything that holds you back. And it's about being so hopeful for the future. And when we jump, we do not jump because we can see the bottom, because we really can't. We jump out of pure faith. And faith is about believing in something you cannot see, right? And the Fool energy says that even if no one's waiting on the bottom to catch us, as I always say, and you know, this, I got this message, this comment I was tagged in just before I came to record this. And it was from, you know, one of my clients who's become like a friend to me, Will. Thank you, Will, for tagging me in this, you know, meme that was talking about the Fool, saying that, you know, the Fool jumps and the Fool always lands on his own 2 feet and has, you know, cat-like reflexes. And if you guys have followed me for a long time, you know it's what I tell you guys, that we don't give a fuck if we fall, if we jump, because we don't care if someone's there to catch us if we land, because we have motherfucking cat-like reflexes, okay? So we always land on our own 2 motherfucking feet. So it's about us really embracing the unknown, okay? Feeling things out. I want you guys to feel it out. Use your third eye, okay? Remember now, we're trying to mend together the head and the heart. You got to trust that you are on the right path. Just have faith, honey, and jump, okay? Now, the sun, Uranus, and Saturn, like I said, they're forming this kite, you know, picture in the sky. And the sun, you know, symbolizes healing, symbolizes growth, prosperity, seeing things clearly, because it's like shining a light down, right? Illumination, okay? And it's about pure happiness and joy. It is literally the happiest fucking card in the entire deck, okay? It also is very symbolic for harvest time, and it really is this time period of reaping what we've sowed. And if you know, if you can kind of connect with that energy, you can feel it. You're going, I've earned it. You know, I've put in the work. I've done the healing. I've done the forgiving. I've been forgiven. I have, you know, learned my lessons, and I am open now, and I am connecting with my higher self, and I am no longer seeking love in another person. You know, the twin flame journey for me, if you followed me from the beginning, I have always said it has never been about them. It has always been about us. And if you are still in this final stages, got all your attention worrying about what the fuck they're doing, you got the shit all wrong. And I don't care who tells you any different. I'm telling you, this is the key to everything, not just coming into union with your twin flame. This is how law of attraction works, and it is not philosophy, it is fucking science. Now, this is why I have, you know, had Keoki be in collaboration with me to make this I Am Love candle, because at the core of it, it's what it's about. I am love. I am that I am. Again, going back to connected. I am connected to, I am attached to nothing. I am connected to everything. It's about self-love. Self-love is the key. Love is the key. Love is the highest vibration we can get to. And when you vibrate super high, what ends up happening? You become a fucking magnet for miracles, right? So thank you all for those that have ordered my I Am Love candle. You know, this last batch that Keoki made, and I believe there's still just a little bit left on the Etsy site. If you want to order, click on the description box below. There's a link. But if you guys have ordered this last batch, you will notice that he changed the color of the candle. So when you burn it, it turned a particular color. And let's just say it's the same color as the heart chakra. So, you know, to burn this candle that is burning green right now, to really help activate, you know, that heart chakra, because my I Am Love candle is about releasing any karma, any trauma, anything that's blocking the heart chakra from being open to feeling love, being love. And also it's a give and a receive, right? Because if I am love, I am able to give love. If you are saying love and you don't know your motherfucking worth, how the hell can you expect someone else to know your worth too? It all starts from self, is my point, okay? So we are going to go ahead and just discuss those 3 planets. So we talked about the sun. You know, the sun is also very symbolic of the masculine's energy, right? They are the protectors. And their jobs in this twin flame journey is to protect. And I don't want to get too much into that right now, because, you know, a lot of other people watching are not twins. So I don't want to just solely focus on the twins. Now, we also have Uranus in there. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. And as you guys know, I'm an Aquarius sun sign and my Venus is in Aquarius. I'm a very, very strong Aquarian. Uranus is all about surprises and epiphanies and, you know, divine intervention. And I got these cards up here, okay? And we're going to talk about it because we did get the Tower card. I pulled 2 cards this morning and, you know, I posted it on my Instagram. If you want to follow me there, it's xi_missy_xi. And the 2 cards that I pulled this morning is the 10 of Earth and the Tower. 10 of Earth is 10 of Pentacles in the traditional deck. And it is about financial abundance and success. And I'm going to read it, you know, the exact verbiage from the book because it goes in depth of what these 2 energies are. And the Tower card in the Good Tarot deck is about surprises. And if that just ain't Uranus's energy. So honey, expect the unexpected. Expect quantum leaps types of changes where if you thought something was completely done, dead, and over with, no, you might get a sudden new beginning here, hence full circle for those things that have been stalled. Okay, this is gorgeous energy. And then, you know, we also have Saturn, who is the ruler of Capricorn. And we like to call him Daddy Saturn because he is about karma, basically. He is about lessons and the teacher. You know, it is about, did you learn your lessons? And, you know, Saturn is going to be sitting there with his little notepad going down his checklist to say, did you? So you guys will have noticed that this past week or 2, we have been kind of almost briefed on what we have learned in the past. And there have been a few tests that have snuck in, you know, a few things that may have triggered us. And really, I believe it was Saturn testing us to see how we were going to react and what did we fucking learn, okay? So this is really about, you know, the student-teacher dynamic also. You know, light workers are being called to action here. We are being called because, you know, we have a mission to do. And if you are a twin flame, this is why twin flames are being called to action, is because yes, we have our own individual missions, but we also have missions when we come together, which is to help raise the vibration of the universe. Okay, it's a very big deal. Now, let's go ahead and get into the cards. Thank you guys for being so patient. Oh shit, that fell. So again, we have the 10 of Earth and the Tower that I pulled this morning. And then right before, you know, I came live when I was outside and I saw the cardinal bird, they showed me this card, so I pulled it out of the deck. And then I had asked them to, you know, while I was shuffling, give me one last card, and the Empress flew out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this reading in the extended version on Vimeo. You can click on the link below and, you know, order that extended version. And we are going to dive into this energy. And I'm also going to pull a tarot spread just to see where we're at with this, okay? Thank you guys again so much. If you want to book a reading with me or you have any questions, click on the link below, the box below, excuse me, and all my information is there, okay? I hope you guys have a beautiful, happy, and safe Pisces full moon. There is magic in the air, okay? And we can feel it. And it's a time for serendipity and dreams coming true and manifestations. So let's harness the energy, okay? We are the magicians. We are the alchemists. I love you guys. Bye.